and she was real bad in this back area. Oh, it feels so much better.
Our family as a whole, we try to do things more holistically.
Oh, get all that itchies off.
Welcome back, friends. This is Bree, and we are out here today on this gorgeous day. We are going to look at what is going on with our goats. So about 5 or 7 days ago, about a week ago, I noticed that all of our goats were itching, and we had never dealt with any type of mite or lice issue before, but I knew itching was like a sign that there could be a possible exterior parasite, topical parasite issue going on our goats. So I started looking them over, and I found nothing except for on one of our goats, I found a bunch of little scabs on Willow, and little red scabs, and just kind of like it looked like the scabs had broke free and were just hanging out on her skin. So I don't know if that was like eggs, or I don't know what that is, or if that's just from her itching and her skin is irritated. But I didn't see any bugs. So I'm thinking that that must mean that they have mites, or at least Willow has mites. Our family as a whole, we try to do things more holistically and avoid chemicals and toxins at all possible. So with our goats, it hasn't been that hard of a choice for me. I like to try to do things more naturally and with plant-based products, and more the natural way, the holistic way. So for the goats, I have been really leaning heavily on the Holistic Goat group on Facebook. That has been, oh man, I have got so much advice from there. So I've kind of stocked up on like the basics of things that they use on there for different things. So I had sulfur powder, it's a yellow sulfur powder, already on hand because I had heard that it helps with that, with like lice and mites. Thankfully I had it on hand because I was able to quickly grab that. And so looking up on that page, I figured that I could sprinkle it along their backs, which it seemed like a lot of people do. On that page, they also have a recipe for if you melt down half a cup of coconut oil and then add 2 to 3 tablespoons of sulfur powder, mix that all together. You can add oils if you want, like tea tree and lavender, that kind of thing, but I didn't add anything to that mixture as of when I started. So we did a little bit of the sprinkle for a few days, and I noticed that it was getting a little bit better, but Willow's skin was turning red. So I stopped using it, and I was like, maybe we should give it a break. Which afterwards I found out that yes, you're supposed to do it for a few days and then give it a break. So we gave it a break for a couple days, and then she started getting bad again. And then I thought maybe I should use DE because I heard other people using DE. And so I tried DE, just powdered on her, and it got worse. So DE really didn't work for us, for her. All the other goats were not itching by now. It was just Willow, so I stopped treating them, and I was just doing Willow. And then I decided to start making the mixture, which I have here. So here is the mixture. This one was about a half a cup when I started, and I still have some left in here. So I've just been putting this on the affected areas, and it says to do it twice a day. I've only done it once a day, and I did that for 2 days, and then I stopped because she looked like she was getting better. She was looking like she was getting better, but her skin was also turning red again. And so I don't know if she just has like sensitive skin, or if the sulfur is just kind of irritating it, doing its job for the mites, but irritating her skin. Not sure. She's also a light colored goat, so her hair has gotten really thin since she shedded her winter coat. I don't know if maybe the sun is burning her or something, or it's a combination of everything. Who knows? If you know, drop a comment. So I stopped that, and that was 2 days ago, and I'm going to give her a few days and then do it for a few more days, because I know they come in cycles and they have like the eggs hatch and everything. So we're just going to give it a shot try it again whenever, a few more days. So today, with her skin being a little irritated, I decided to do a coconut blend with some essential oils. I have lavender and purification blend, which has citronella, and it has tea tree oil in it. So I think that will help her skin with the healing. So we're going to give that a shot and see how she does. She does not really like me touching her as of right now because I keep treating her with all these things. She's usually a super sweet goat.
Hey, Willow. So this is the one. Hi, Willow. You can kind of see her skin a little red right there. Oh, we got Fawn trying to get in the camera. Willow, how you feeling, baby? Hi. I say she's a baby, but she's almost as big as her mom. She's like, I don't know, 7, 8 months old now. You're still a baby to us, huh? Oh, she's feeling much better. I still feel the scabs, but it feels like it's going down. Okay, so in this mixture is the coconut oil and the oils, essential oils. And I'm just going to rub it on her, like areas where the scabs are. I really think it's just going to be like a soothing, help it heal is what I'm hoping. So, all right, I hope that you can see where I put you. I don't want the goats to knock this over, so I have you guys up on top of their shelter on wide angle. And I'm going to wear gloves just because it gets very greasy, and that way I don't have to worry about immediately going and cleaning my hands. So I'm going to put a little on the glove. And she was real bad in this back area. Oh, it feels so much better. It was just scabbed all up. Oh, girl, I'm so glad you're doing better. I'm gonna have to give her some treats so she still loves me. Oh, that feels much better. So I guess the sulfur is actually working. I was not sure. Like 2 days ago, I was like, is it working? I don't know. And I'm not afraid to go and get the chemical stuff, but you know, like I said, like I wanted to try sulfur first. It's much cheaper for sulfur than going the medicated route. Because that big bag of sulfur, it's going to last us for a long time. So another thing we did was we cleaned out their goat area. Unfortunately, this property is super wet where we are. And it had been raining for a while, and then just as their area was getting dried out, it rained again. So I don't know if that's just going to be an issue we have here on this property in spring, but we are prepared to make some changes with their structure or wherever we have them if the need arises, like if this continues to be a problem of not being able to have a dry area for them. Mites and lice thrive in wet environments. So I'm sure that is why we end up dealing with it here rather than our last property. We hadn't dealt with it before. So I did like this whole area. I pulled all the straw and hay out, and I put DE everywhere, a very heavy load of DE. And I think it dried up pretty good. Of course, we have hay and straw back in there, but you can kind of still see the DE that I sprayed up inside of that pallet area. They're testing our fence with itching. Oh my gosh, guys. This fence is not as good as our last fence. So with our last property, since we were intending to stay there a while, we did really good, tight job on the fence. And this one we just kind of threw up. And it is already, I don't know if you can tell, it's just like caving. Oh, see her? Yeah, it's not very tight, so they keep pushing on it. We've had to add more clips. It's been a whole thing. Yeah, you're gonna show us? Oh, get all that itchies off. So I'll keep you guys posted on how it ends up going with the sulfur. Okay, so I'll keep you guys posted on how it ends up going with this sulfur treatment and the coconut oil and all that stuff. So hopefully here in the next several days, I'll be able to say, yes, it worked. Stella, are you trying to knock my camera over? Goats and tripods, I tell you, like they don't mix. Okay, fun. All right, so yes, I think that it's gonna go okay. I'll keep you guys posted. One thing I do have to say about that sulfur powder before I go was that I found out very fast that I am very sensitive to sulfur powder and I react to it. So you might be one of those people too, so I'm just giving like a little heads up because I had no idea. When I first sprinkled the sulfur powder on that first day, I used my hands, bare hands, no gloves, just sprinkled it on. I did not think twice about it. And it actually, I got really sick by that evening. I felt like I was coming down with the flu. Like I got the chills, I had aches and body pains and felt nauseous, like I didn't want to eat dinner. And I started thinking, what did I do different? Because nobody else in the family was feeling sick. And so I researched sulfur, like symptoms of having too much, being sensitive to sulfur. And I had almost every single one of them. So guys, it totally can affect you. Some people are more sensitive to it, as the wind is putting stuff in my eyes. Ugh. Okay, but so some people can be more sensitive to sulfur powder, so just be aware. Use gloves or be cautious with breathing it in and that stuff. So that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.